Hello, this is Paul. Welcome to Unit 9, and we're moving right along. And what our feature for this study on this is about screensavers. Now, what I'd like to tell you about screensavers is about the old days. It was more important than it is today. However, what happens in the old days, we had CRT type screens, and they were very susceptible to having a burn-in if your computer is sitting any length of time on a single screen without any colors or any, well, we didn't really have colors at the time, but if the screen didn't turn over, why, it would burn an image in the back of the CRTs. There's a phosphorus backing there that will hold images for you to be able to see on the screen. And when these images are only a single image without a change, there will be a ghost-like image that burns in and will be seen on every screen that you see on your computer. So actually you're looking at a double image. I had such an incident in New Jersey where a woman had her business going on with a furrier, and the computer would sit most of the day with the opening screen, and this opening screen would burn an image in it, so there would be every one of her displays had this image in it. A screensaver will prevent this. Now, the worst part of this story is that once an image is burned into such a screen, that this monitor would have to be replaced. There is no way to get into the tube that exposes that phosphorus backing to be able to do anything with it. So the only thing to do is to replace your monitor. Now, there's another thing to be aware of with these newer screens, the flat screens. The same thing will happen with a liquid crystal. Now, realize that when you get a computer from us, or if you buy a computer from the store, a screensaver is not active automatically. You have to turn it on and choose from a list of screensavers that are available on your computer. And we're going to be getting into that. While looking at one of my computers, you can see that I have a lot of icons on it. It represents quite a few programs that I work with on a regular basis. Now, there's also some folders and different shortcuts created there for easy access for the projects that I'm working on. And to activate the screensaver or even change it, you'll want to select an empty area of this desktop and right-click on it. It will open a menu for you to be able to select properties. Making this selection, you will open the Display Properties window, and you'll be able to go across the top there where we have 5 different tabs on there, and you'll want to select a screensaver with your mouse. This presents the Properties window for the screensaver. Now, when you do this for the first time, where my screen is displaying a blue area there that says Web Shots, your computer will say none. And because there is none, there is no screensaver set at all. However, when you go to the right of that, there is a down arrow to be able to click on with your mouse using the left button on your mouse, that is. And it'll show you a complete list of what screensavers are stored on your computer. This list is not necessarily the same on every computer, but there are this general list that comes with Windows to start with. You're able to download a lot of different screensavers according to the seasons or whatever type of interest you have from off the web, and it'll add to this list. It will add on each screensaver you download in addition to what is installed on your computer. After making your selection, there might be different settings that you might want to change on this, and you can do this very simply by clicking on the settings button with your left button on the mouse, and it'll take you into a window that is different for each screensaver, but it does apply to each one. So there is a big variety, especially when you download them from the web. This selection can either be very general or it can be very complex. It's according to the different screensavers that you choose. Going back to the screensaver window where you made your selection, one of the important settings you want to make is the wait time. This wait time is for what is happening when there is nothing going on with your computer. You don't touch the keyboard, you don't touch the mouse, you don't plug anything in. It's just idle time that nothing is going on. And as displayed on here, I have it set for 30 minutes. I have it for a reason, is because I have plenty of time to use more than one computer and have documents sitting on the screen for my reference work. So I'm able to browse from one computer to the other while I'm developing my thesis. So I have it set to a higher number. In many cases, you want to probably set it down to maybe 10 minutes or somewhere in that neighborhood. But it is according to what your personal habit could be. You can have this as high as 999 minutes if you wish. But basically, a much shorter period of time is necessary to prevent your screen from its burn-in. If you set a password to get into your computer, you might want to make use of this item that I'm pointing to now. The password will be activated once you want to reuse your computer, once it has gone into the screensaver setting. What happens is there's a little box there which a check mark will go in it. It is a toggle on and off, and you'll use the selection of your left button on the mouse to be able to turn it on and off. If you don't use any passwords, you might not want to use this feature. Now I'd like to direct your attention to the power button that's on the close to the bottom of that screen. It has to do with the saving power. Everything is set to regulations where lower power will be generated on your computer when it is idle for any extended period of time. Now, to remind you that the wait time for your screensaver is going to be short compared to a longer time for these power settings to be taking place. In this window, we have several different areas of concern. One is with the monitor, the hard disk, and the actual shutting down of your computer. If your computer is in the screensaver mode, and after 3 hours, according to what I have set here, my monitor will turn off. You can set this to many different settings by using the down arrow to the right and be able to see a selection of different settings. Turning off the hard disk will also take place. You can have this synchronized together. It will not shut down your computer, but only the hard drive, that it will not be activated and be refrained from saving different temporary files to your computer. Now the system will also go into a standby or a hibernate mode. They are very similar. What happens with that is that when your computer is shut down, it will remember all the programs that you have previously opened, that when you start up your computer again, it will go back to where you were working previously. So that's very handy at times. If you're done for the day and it's been sitting around and you're not going to be using your computer, it'll remember to shut it down for you and be able to save some electricity that way. Now, looking back at a previous slide, I want to direct your attention to the very bottom of the window. There is the button down there that says OK, cancel, and take notice that the apply button is kind of soft. That means there were no changes made. However, when you make several different changes that you want to keep, you can press that apply button with a single change. That button will become bold and be able to be used. Up until then, you will not have that selection. It's a good idea when you're using multiple changes on this window to use the apply button, and when you're completely finished with this window, you will use the OK button. It'll save it and close at the same time. Now, at this time, we're going to be getting into color schemes, and it's a good time to take a break here and be sure to come and go to the second part. Your computer don't have to be the same color as it once came. You can change it to any color, well, to a selection of colors that will be much more suitable and make you happy with your computer. After all, it is your computer and you are the administrator of your own computer. You can have it operate. You can have it look like what you desire to have it do. So be sure to move on to see about what the color schemes are all about.